and welcome to today's video, which is my 9-week pregnancy update. And I have some great news. I'm actually really excited because this week I got my scan date through the post for my 12-week scan. I can't believe I'm even saying that. So that is going to be at 3 weeks time. So I've had a few 12-week scans in my time, but every time it is so exciting, and yeah, I really can't wait for that. But anyway, what has been happening this week? So I'm 9 weeks now, so 8 to 9 weeks. Nothing's really massively changed since the last one. I've still got skin outbreak. I've still got a spot which won't seem to budge. It's not so painful anymore, so that's fine. And I've had a couple of little other ones, but nothing really too major. I am keeping on top of drinking lots of water because I have my iron tablets now. And I said to the midwife, am I going to start feeling awake and just generally more alert, really, and not so sleepy? And she said, no, because you're pregnant. And in your early pregnancy, you're going to feel really run down to start with. Not everyone does. A lot of us ladies do, unfortunately. And I am one of them. So the fatigue is really getting me down. I mean, I can go for a whole week without washing my hair because I am just so tired. So you're in with a treat. I've washed my hair and it does make me feel so much better, actually. When I do things like that, when I've got nice clean hair, I do feel so much better. But I've just been feeling so run down. I don't think I've been taking proper care of myself. I have to some extent, but then there's the other side of it, like small things like washing my hair. I feel better. It does feel so much nicer. I've managed to put some makeup on and just feel a little bit more awake. I've still got backache. That hasn't left me yet. And I don't think it will. I think that's with me now for the duration of my pregnancy, and it may just even get worse as I start to grow a bump. I'm still quite bloated. I look down and I think, oh, there's a tiny little baby in there, and it's about, this big. It's so tiny, but I'm trying to imagine it sat in like the centre of my body, because it's in there, even though I can't feel it or anything. I know this sounds really silly, but I love thinking about it in there. I think it's wheeling about by now. I'll have to check on the Baby Centre app, and if you haven't got that, I would suggest getting it because it really is very helpful, and it kind of helps you understand where you are in your pregnancy. If you're feeling certain things, just have a quick look on the app, and you can actually sign up for updates, or you can just say, I'm 9 weeks pregnant, and you have a look and it will tell you what to expect, the development of your baby, how heavy it is, how big it is, and how your body is changing as well, which is really nice to have a look. Talking about that, I'm just going to see how big it is right now. Between week 8 and week 9, it's gone from a kidney bean to a grape. I mean, you can get some really small grapes and some really big grapes, but it says it's 2.3 centimetres long. Now that's from head to bum, and then you got the little stumpy arms and legs, which are very stumpy. They're not even proper legs yet, sticking out. There is a 9-week-old fetus. I think it's still called a fetus, or it changes to be called a fetus, I can't remember. And it's still using its little yolk sac. It doesn't use its placenta just yet. I think that's about, I've just read it says your placenta is almost fully functioning. So I think it's about week 10 where the yolk sac is irrelevant and it kind of just shrivels up and disappears, and then the placenta takes over. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm starting to feel slightly out of breath. And I think that's just because my body is working really, really hard. Feeling slightly out of breath, got a bit of backache, nausea is still there. I'm still having problems with smelling different types of food. Sometimes I walk into the kitchen and just the kitchen smell itself making me feel not good at all. Food, there are some foods which I like to eat, like bananas and satsumas, oranges. I love drinking orange juice. And I am taking my Pregnacare vitamins. I mentioned them, I think I mentioned them back when I got some from a midwife, but I've been taking them for a while now. And when you have your midwife visit, they give you a bounty pack. Inside I get my maternity notes and some information, some booklets about all sorts of things. They also give you a little packet of the Pregnacare tablets, which they advise that you do take if you can, because they have all of the nutrition needed in one tablet every day. So I'm taking that, and then on top of this I also have to take my iron supplements as well. And I forgot to say, at my booking in appointment, they said to me I'm going to have to start taking aspirin as well as of 12 weeks. I cannot remember why. It might be something to do with my age, because I'm old now. Because I'm old, I am 41. I'm not old, but in pregnancy world I'm classed as a geriatric mother, which is lovely. So yeah, as of 12 weeks I have to start taking my aspirin tablets, which is fine, it's nothing, is it? I had to take it when I was pregnant with the twins, but that was for a completely different reason. That was because I was pregnant with twins. Other symptoms I've been having: sore boobs across the tops. Yeah, they've been a bit achy, a bit sore, definitely something going on there. Skin breakout. I'm not sleeping very well, which is really annoying because I am so tired, but I find myself just laying in bed for about 3 or 4 hours thinking I can't breathe, thinking I can't sleep. I'm just laying here and I know I need to sleep because I'm gonna have to get up in a couple of hours, but I don't know what it is. Something's just making me just lay there and just look around. So I try and think of things that I could do that could be productive, and then my mind just goes into overdrive, and then I start panicking thinking that I haven't been to sleep yet, so I'm gonna have to get up soon. Oh, vicious circle. I'm still getting like a tugging sensation, the mild like cramps. It's like a pressure but also like a cramp at the same time. And also, which it's only been the past couple of days, so it's nearer the 9 weeks, I have been feeling round ligament pain. Now I remember it clearly with my last pregnancy with George. I don't remember actually having it with the twins, or my first pregnancy with Summer, but I have been getting horrible round ligament pain. And I was saying to Reese, I shouldn't be getting that this early on, should I? Because I'm only 9 weeks. It's not as if I'm carrying a massive baby. I'm carrying something that's like 2 centimeters big, tiny. But I do know that, you know, my ligaments and everything is relaxing and stretching, but why is it happening so early on? I'm not sure. It's not all the time. It's usually when I'm led down at night and I turn over, or if I go to get up, it is like a massive stitch. It's really painful and it does take my breath away, and I'm like, I'm trying to breathe but I can't because it's so painful. But it does ease off, don't worry if you get it. It doesn't last for very long, probably like a minute, something like that. Obviously you still can breathe, don't worry. But that is something I am going to talk to my midwife about and see if that is perfectly fine. And she might just say that's just because I'm on to my 4th pregnancy. So that is probably the biggest change that I've had in symptoms, is that. Another lovely one, constipation. Ooh, still there. Don't think that's going to go away ever until this baby is born. I'm also needing to go to the loo a lot still. It's not really fun. I feel like I'm always on the loo, but that's just something that happens. I read it's to do with hormones. I've read that it's to do with pressure on the bladder from the growing uterus. It's probably a mixture of everything. It's probably to do with the fact that I'm drinking a lot more water. It's just many things all mixed into one. But that does mean that I do have to get up in the night as well and go to the loo, which is okay sometimes because I'm already awake. Headaches. I still have them, not as bad. It's kind of eased off a little bit. Still getting a bit of headaches. I'm not going to complain too much about them. And if you do start getting headaches or feeling anything like that, then I'm pretty sure the only thing you're really allowed to take is paracetamol. Don't take ibuprofen or anything like that. It's not safe in pregnancy. And if you are worried and things aren't moving, you know, if it's not clearing your headache, speak to your midwife. They might be able to help you with something. It might be something else. It might be not just a headache. It might be, you know, you might be just anxiety or something like that. And she might give you some techniques to make yourself feel better. There could be a whole world of things, but I wouldn't recommend, not that I'm a medical expert, I am not at all. Obviously, I am just a mother and a pregnant one at the moment. And I would say just paracetamol if necessary. I keep thinking to when my next midwife visit's going to be, and that is 16 weeks, and it feels ages away. It's already booked in because they like to, you know, book you in ready, but 16 weeks, it's a long time. I know I'm having my 12-week scan, so that is like a break, so I do get to talk about baby and get to see it and make sure it's okay. And my pregnancy before George, I had a 7-week scan and a 10-week scan where there was just one baby seen, and then I had my 12-week scan and then there was two babies. But that's a whole different, that is a whole different type of pregnancy. That was a very rare pregnancy that I had where I conceived 3 weeks later. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but that actually did happen to me, and I have made some videos on my channel if you wanted to go and have a look. So that is about it for my 9-week update. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I am looking forward to making my 10-week video. Oh my goodness, 10 weeks. So if you enjoyed it, please give me a huge thumbs up. And if you're new here, I'd love it if you could stick around and subscribe. It's completely free, it doesn't cost you anything. And that means that if you press the bell, you get to see my next videos. You'll be alerted to my next videos, so you won't miss out. If you're pregnant at the same time as me, great. Love having you on this journey with me. Any questions, or if you've got any words of wisdom or anything, put it down in the comments section so all of us ladies can have a look. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!